preview. YouTube, welcome back, and we go straight across to the tactics screen for this Champions League tie away in Naples. Napoli versus Liverpool, a repeat of the fixture from last season on a few occasions, and that crazy last minute save from Alisson to stop Napoli from knocking us out. I think it was at Anfield. Oh god, and from then on we just think, guys, if that went in, we wouldn't even be Champions League champions right about now. But anyway, let's get straight into it. Let's start with the injury list. So obviously, guys, your injury list, Divock Origi, I believe, is got out of an ankle injury, and it's unlikely that he's going to feature. I've had no updates. I've not looked for any at the moment, so I'm just assuming he's injured. He might not be. He may well make the substitute bench, but it is what it is. It's an ankle injury. It was picked up on Saturday morning. I don't think he's going to be in the squad. Alisson is a possibility. I believe he's back doing light work and stuff. I'm not sure on his progress. I haven't even researched it, I haven't checked it out, so yeah, don't quote me on that, but as far as I know, he's going to be on the injury list, and probably Kelleher will be the sub keeper, and then Adrian will stay as first choice. Naby Keita, I expect to also be on the injury list still. I've had no updates on him either, or heard anything through the grapevine. So yes, and on the injury list is Naby Keita. Now moving along to players dropped from the squad who won't make this Champions League squad, who aren't even probably listed as down in the Champions League squad, are Kiana Hoover, LaRouche, Lovren, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. I'm not sure if some of these are actually named. I think maybe some of them are. I'm not sure. If you know, guys, comment. It's actually something I haven't even looked into. I don't know if any of them are in the Champions League squad. I mean, what do you do if two of your squad gets injured, and then you have to play one of these guys? I think maybe some of them are, but I might even check it out after this. Who knows? So yeah, guys. They are the ones. I think Dejan Lovren might well be in the Champions League squad. I don't know. Good question. Please, in the comments, let me know if you know that answer. So yeah, we move on again, and now we are going to do the Klopp substitutions. Obviously, Kelleher on the bench. Trent Alexander-Arnold also on the bench. Chamberlain on the bench. Gini Wijnaldum on the bench. Adam Lallana on the bench. Shaqiri on the bench. And Firmino on the bench. You're probably thinking, what the hell, dude? What is going on with you? But I just kind of think this might well be his lineup. But listen, hear me out. So my starting 11, guys. Obviously, Adrian is going to be in goal. Adrian there. Robertson at left back. Van Dijk, obviously, next to Joel Matip. And then, obviously, Joe Gomez. Henderson in the middle. Fabinho. Then James Milner. Salah, right wing. Mane, left wing. And guess who? Centrally up front, Ryan Brewster. I've gone for it. Reason being is because I feel like we're going to do the whole rotate thing. It's not a must-win game. Everyone's thinking, yeah, go there, smash them to bits. You know, Napoli got battered by Arsenal in the Europa. Someone mentioned that to me on Twitter. I was aware of it, but I'm pretty sure Napoli weren't too far behind Juventus at the time of that Europa game. Maybe I think 3, 4, 5 points, something like that. And once Juve crashed out of the Champions League to Ajax, they just blew everyone away and tore away with the league title. Napoli dropped off, and I think it was like a 11-point lead at the end of the Serie A season in the end. So, you know, Juventus ran out comfortable winners. But I'm sure it was closer. It might have even been Roma that were closer to Juventus than Napoli. But the thing is about Napoli were secure with a Champions League place anyway. How much did the Europa League really mean to them? Was it as much as meant to Arsenal? I don't think it was. I feel like if Napoli weren't in those Champions League spots, they probably would have really sucked it to Arsenal. Yeah, I don't know, but everyone's sort of saying, oh, but Napoli want to win the Europa League. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, I don't think you get as much money as you would for, you know, getting third or second place, though, would you? Do you really? Or fourth even? I don't know. That's not my area. So, guys, everyone's expecting a comfortable victory. I don't think it will be. I think we're going to go out there. We're going to play on a counter-attack. We're going to keep it solid. They're going to come to win. They're going to try and win. They want to avenge the defeat from last season. We knocked them out. The last-minute save from Alisson. Yeah, they're going to be up for it. I think we're going to make some changes. I think Milner's going to start. I think Ryan Brewster's going to start too. It's perfect for the counter-attack. He's faster than Firmino. He probably won't do the work rate Firmino does because we are playing a different kind of style away from home. We're sitting back more, and it's literally, you know, when we get the ball from midfield, counter attack. It's not really a thing where Firmino is required. I feel like Firmino is more required in the final third when we're playing intricate little passes. Like, for instance, the assist against Newcastle for Salah. That is when Firmino is pivotal, moving around there and linking play and playing in Salah, playing himself in and playing in Mane. That's when he's more pivotal. Breaking down teams. I think when we are breaking from deep, it's all about the quick pass out into one of the front three. Whether it's Fernandinho. Yeah, wishful thinking. Imagine that, Fabinho and Fernandinho as our holding midfielders. Fuck my life. That's Brazil, you know. Jesus. They might win the next World Cup, you know. I'm not even joking. And in Qatar. They got a serious team. But yeah, I think it was against Burnley when he played the quick ball out into Salah and Bob's your uncle. So I just feel like, you know, from deep, that's what you need to possess. And having Mane, Brewster and fucking Salah, who's just lightning quick, it could be pretty torrid for Napoli. So I'd like to see that. It might be a big game to throw Brewster in, but I think he'll like it. And this is providing, obviously, Origi is of course still injured. And the other one is obviously Milner. I think this is a game where Milner can come in. It's not going to have an effect on whether we qualify or not. We still will qualify, and I think we'll qualify top. I think we'll smash the other teams, and at Anfield we'll beat Napoli. Even if we lose this or draw it, I think we'll beat Napoli at Anfield anyway. And even going through second, I'm not even scared. But you got to beat the best to be the best, and yeah, so I think it's a good game for a couple little changes. The other change obviously is Gomez at right back. He hasn't featured. I think he's played a few. I think he's played some games this season, not a whole game. So this I expect to see Gomez in at right back for Trent, without a doubt. Maybe even Matip drops out completely, and Gomez plays next to Van Dijk. And then Trent comes in at right back. Yeah, but you just have to see how it all pans out. The obvious Klopp side is, as we all know, Matip, Van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then obviously Milner dropping out, and Wijnaldum coming in, Brewster on the bench, and Roberto tongue twister, and Roberto Firmino coming in, and that is the Klopp starting 11 and formation you most usually always see. That I believe is his first choice team. If he could have everybody fit, this is Klopp's go-to team. Some of you might be talking about Oxlade-Chamberlain should be in there, Naby Keita should be in there. I keep telling you guys, yeah, Klopp likes the wall, and the wall is Gini, Fabinho and Henderson. You've got ridiculous work rate, you've got physicality, you've got height, you've got fitness, and you've got dribbling ability, and you've got passing, and they are just so like identical. And they can also be box to box, so they can get up and down, they can move forward as a 3, they can drop back as a 3, they can go forward as a 2, they can all cover each other. Ronaldo, they can all play the 6, they can all go forward. You know, the one least likely to be devastating, well, I say devastating, more kind of, you know, attacking out the 3 is probably Firmino. But Ronaldo and Henderson can go forward. Firmino sits. Firmino and Henderson go forward. Ronaldo can sit. Wijnaldum can sit. Henderson can sit, and Firmino and Ronaldo can. So the introversity of all of them is ridiculous. This is the rule. This is what I call the rule, and they are there to stop our opposition's midfield from playing. Yeah, and in doing so, we capitalise on any mistakes, and we feed our front 3, or we just retain possession by just, you know, laying it off to our fullbacks and we build and we go forward from there. Their job is not through balls like KDB, through balls like David Silva, through balls like Mesut Ozil. That is not their jobs. Our front 3 does that. You know, all they do is link the play to our front 3. Ronaldo passes it out to Mane. Then Mane looks for the assist, or Mane looks for the game-changing goal. Firmino plays it into Firmino or Mane, and the same occurrence. Firmino will look for the through ball. They are the ones responsible for the what is wrong with me? For the defense splitting passes, because if you're doing it from deep and it's intercepted, those 3 are all out of the game. Whereas if it's already in the final third and Firmino's looking for the pass, you can argue the pass is intercepted, Salah's the only one isolated from the game, and Mane can tuck in and Firmino's already in front of the ball because he was the one that passed it. So you don't automatically wipe out 3 players from just one pass. It's different if you are deeper on a counter attack, because more than likely one of your 2 players at most are going to be, you know, running in behind your opposition's defense. So therefore the rest of your team are going to be already behind the ball in case that pass isn't successful and the opposition gain possession. So they're the reasons why we have the rule. When you change it to Oxlade-Chamberlain, or you change it to Naby Keita in there, you already relinquish some of the skill, some of the height, some of the work rate, some of the energy for more kind of pistache, more KDB style, more Silva, more intelligence, you could say. But it's not necessary. It's not essential. We are a machine, we are a unit, and we operate in a particular way. Those players are your players. They're your game changers. Your Oxalades and your Naby Keitas, they come on if you are struggling, if you're not winning, if you need a goal. They add a little bit more to your midfield in terms of going forward. They're capable of scoring a goal from nowhere. You're capable of beating 2 or 3 players and scoring, beating 2 players and feeding a player in and scoring. That's what they offer, and those players rarely come on in the first half unless there's sort of an injury, or the first 20 minutes of the first half. As I said, unless there's an injury, you usually see those players from the 70-minute mark onwards, either to bring the score level, if it's already level and you want to win the game, to find the winner, or if you are in control of a game, 2-0, 3-1, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, etc., and you just want to give them game time. Like against Newcastle, where, you know, it wasn't a huge match for us, so Oxlade-Chamberlain played. We was comfortable at 3-1, you know, Shaqiri comes on, who's not played in ages, for the last 10 minutes. Games like that is when you see, also Shaqiri is another one as well that falls into the Naby Keita and the Oxlade category. We saw that against Barcelona last season when we needed the goal. We needed goals. He played because we needed to be more attacking. So those players are options. They're not first choice players. So yes, again, just explaining the Klopp way and how he likes to set his team up. But this is a team, it wouldn't surprise me if I see this team. But the team I put out initially, guys, is my team, and that's the team I wouldn't mind seeing. And there's quite a possibility Klopp could do that. So let's go for the score. I think this is going to be a draw. I'm going to go for 1-1 away in Napoli. 1-1 or 2-1? No, I'm going to go for 1-1. We might just batter them 4-1, 3-1 probably. Knowing us, that would be like it would be a slapping 4-1 or something. Maybe, you know what, first Champions League game we might be so up for it, like it's Champions League, all the memories come back, it's all crazy, it's like the champions, do you know what I mean? So yeah, man guys, you twisted my nah, I'm just thinking about it, I don't even know. Nah, I'm gonna stick with my 1-1. It's a boring scoreline, but I just got a feeling we're just gonna be like partial to it and just do what we gotta do and not lose. Not lose. The scorer, I'm gonna go for Mane. I think he's the man in form. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Mane. 1-1. Man of the match, I'm gonna go for this guy, Virgil van Dijk. He's gonna have a solid game. He's gonna do what he has to do. Yeah. So guys, I've been the Red Mr. FC Ninja. This has been your Napoli versus Liverpool preview for the Champions League tomorrow evening. Let's do this, people.